Welcome back to the Steady Show. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Yo, PNP, or better, low out Mama D. JLP River come down bank to bank for Mama D. And where them a go? Listen, South Trelawny and Mama D place a member set over in a North Trelawny. Leave Trelawny to the ladies, and that we are telling her right now. Pick up Mama D back in the building. You know, some rate the move there by Andrew Holness. We no rate Integrity Commission and what they have been trying to do with the JLP. Them try it with Mama D, we bring back Mama D. Them try it with Andrew, it nah work either. Forward we say labor rights. Steady is back in the building. Wanna see what go on? Donald Trump is now president-elect of the United States. 45 and 47 respectively. Congratulations, Mr. Trump. But listen, some people upset, some people happy, and I took some notes as to why people voted for him. I'm going to share some of that information with the family, and then we're going to talk about some things what go on in the Jamaican politics. So let me be the first to admit that this one caught me off guard. Maybe it shouldn't have. Sometimes we don't pay attention to all the information. So these are some of the reasons that I gathered from some of the platforms. By the way, Chris Cuomo did a good video on it as well, so you can check that out. That was Chris Cuomo, formerly of CNN. Cheaper gas, so people have a right to feel how they feel. So they really didn't believe in some of the democratic policies. For instance, if some people feel that the price of gas is more important than reproductive rights, you can't force them to think or feel otherwise. People voted on cheaper food, self-interest, conservative values such as family and religion. And that explains the Latino votes, men and women. Interesting. Safer border, lower inflation, less global war. They said the economy was better under Trump. Remember the stimulus check. So people didn't care about the fact that Trump is a convicted felon. They cared about the economy and their perception of the economy.
So Trump wins, and the first thing in the morning I see is $2.15 gas. Oh baby, we did the right thing.
The people decided that they didn't want joy, vibes, dancing, twerking, Glorilla, Cardi, and all these other things, right? The people decided that they want to be able to put food on the table. Y'all thought all you needed to do was, we're getting joy and vibes. You can't put that on the plate and eat it?
Now hear this one. Some loved Trump, some hated Trump. But even people who did not necessarily love Trump and even hated Trump, they hated Trump less than they hated the Democratic policies. Interesting. They believe that Trump spoke on normal everyday issues as opposed to the issues of a few in the society. And some of you know what some of those issues are. One good perspective is that Trump had 4 years to plan. Kamala had 120 days. Well done, Vice President Kamala Harris. We're proud of you. So they did not like the wokeism, the perceived new ideas that challenge traditional norms, the women's rights thing. The perception is that Kamala represented the interest of a few. The whole matter of reproductive rights, it was just not a priority for a lot of people. They didn't like the whole censorship around some sensitive issues. Kamala had a rougher case to convince everyone to vote on issues that were not of interest to the nation. They did not believe in supporting the rights of the non-traditionalists. There was a lot of grievance of the American people, especially as it relates to the border. People coming into the country illegally getting benefits, while people who are U.S. citizens can't enjoy some of those benefits, especially as it relates to health care and so on. Again, big points. And they felt that the Democrats abandoned the working class, and some people didn't like the fact that they pushed out Joe. So, listen. If you weren't looking at the other side, you wouldn't have understood what their thing was. Again, all of this is face value. This Project 2025, when it was a big part of what the Democrats campaigned on, and so Trump distanced himself from it. But with all the power that's in the Senate right now and everything, we will see what's going to happen. You can go in the comments and let me know what you think about that.
I be money I pray now. What I'm saying?
Give me the money,
Sure.
want the money. Give me the money, want the money. Give me the money, want the money.
But I remember the lyrics, but we'll try again. Say life funny, life funny, life funny, life funny. Just the other day, me book a girl named Tommy. Girl full of shape with a little flat tummy. Girl tell me say she left you boy named Bunny. Boy lose the work and still a talk about honey. One look for her and me start feel funny. Bathroom mirrors cause me gut get runny. Life funny, life funny, life. Hey, what's the steady show?
Listen, I am not a DJ. I fool me, I fool around. All right, so let's talk about what I have been doing for the last few days on the Steady Show. Please, everybody, notice what it says about the community tab. Please get used to using the community tab, because even when we don't post a video, sometimes I will post things of interest and you can give your feedback in the community tab. So I did some surveys. Big up to those who took the surveys in the community tab. Thank you. Please go into the community tab and do those surveys. I'll be running the surveys for a while. I'll be adding new ones. So look at the things that are there, because you can get good tips, good on the go information, and it's a place where we can hold discussions. Since we just talked about the US elections, let us talk about let's look at that first survey. About the US elections, I asked the question, are you surprised at the outcome of the USA election? By the way, 95 people answered. It's a good start. Thank you. 64% said no, they weren't surprised. 36% said yes, they were surprised. There is another question that, do you think that the outcome of the USA election will have any impact on the upcoming general election in Jamaica? We had 87 respondents. 71% said no, and 29% said yes. We didn't get reasons for that one, but reasons is optional, so that's fine. All right, and let's look at the big one that a lot of people responded to. I'm happy about this one, because this one has to do with our own Jamaican situation. So 128 answers to this one. Thank you. So this question is, what should JLP campaign on, in bracket, the most, in the upcoming general election? If the suggested answers do not apply, kindly comment letting us know what you think should be included. So we're looking at what should they campaign on the most. The options we have, should it be JLP economic performance, attacking PNP-ism, attacking Mark Golden dual citizenship and IC witch hunt? And the next option is strong plan to tackle crime and violence. The biggest chunk of those who took the survey believe that. So the biggest chunk of folks is JLP economic performance, 34%. That's the highest. And second, we have strong plan to tackle crime and violence, 33%. Attacking Mark Golden citizenship and IC witch hunt, coming in at 23%. And attacking PNP-ism, coming in at 10%. We also have some comments here. I'm not going to read all of them. Some said all of the above. His dual citizenship shouldn't be the center of the campaign. achievements and what to come should be. Good one. Someone said it was hard to choose. All are critical points. All of the above, a massive plan for the masses, which I know my visionary leader has come in. I will know that we have that out there. I believe the JLP should campaign on how their policies and actions have impacted the lives of Jamaicans, clearly showing what they have achieved in 8 years in comparison to what the previous PNP administration did, making the connection that although progress has been made, more needs to be done, and the JLP are best suited to deliver it to the people. I really like that. That's a brilliant answer. Somebody says, tell Andrew him better find a way to get opportunity for the man in the lower trenches. If the people on the lowest rung are not able to lift themselves to the next rung, he will not. All right, to that, somebody says, there are lots of opportunities for young people these days. There's Heart, where they can get any skills they want. Somebody says, I agree with you to an extent. The generation of young people is lazy. I know tradesmen who need workers and can't find any. I suggest to someone living in my community to seek a work at a nearby hardware. And his response was, me nah lift up cement for 15,000 a week. Me can hustle that. Somebody talk about help people to start business. Someone came in and said, the grants to start businesses already exist. There's a lot of things out there that people need to know about. And talk to your MPs about these situations. Talk to your local representatives, your councillors and MPs. They should be able to tell you a lot of things are going on. It's on JIS. The Prime Minister talk about it every day. Lots of opportunities are there, so people can really take advantage. So I agree with the people who said there are lots of opportunities out there, and we will continue to push those messages. So thanks to those who responded. We still need more respondents. So go in the community tab and take these surveys. They're very good. Thank you.
You saw the TJ press release today? What? What do you mean? About the $20,000 available through the reverse income tax credit facility for registered taxpayers who earn $3 million or less? It's legit. So apply now by going to the TJ website. Fill out the form. Trust me, the $20,000 will come in handy right before the Christmas.
Ready?
Today, I'm here to say thank you to the residents who have been very patient. So today, I'm here to say thank you to the residents who have been very patient and understanding, and to commit in a very serious way that, number one, the government is committed to ensuring that Jamaica has world-class infrastructure, whether it is your bridges, your roads, your drains and culverts. Jamaica must have world-class infrastructure, and we're committing to that, and we're saying to the residents of the district here that even if your community is a rural community, you too deserve to have world-class infrastructure. Second commitment, we commit as a government to build the infrastructure in such a way that it requires the least maintenance in order for it to fulfill and exceed its engineering life. Bridge that was here before, built during colonial times, certainly not built with the technology that we have now. It lasted for 155 years. This bridge should last even longer, even with the growing threats of climate change.
Big up Dr. Andrew Holness, just taking Jamaica to new heights every single day. Like all a reason, Jamaica people, listen. Jamaica, a time for wise up. We can use the US election as an example. You see, after all is said and done, the people decided to stick with Donald Trump, President-elect Donald Trump. See, there's no questions about the performance of Dr. Andrew Holness. We hear it in Mark Golden's own words.
The macroeconomics is fine. The debt is coming down. We have strong reserves. We have interest rates which are starting to come down again, etc.
Today, Cheryl sent me something talking about the Second Chance program. Both Cheryl and DHWR sent me videos where Andrew challenged Bunting about having the greatest opportunity to stem the tide of crime and violence. But because all selfish Peter Bunting and Mark Golding only look out for themselves, they make things even more difficult. You can't vote for people like a Demia. If you notice, Cartel decided to distance himself from PNP because he have to put in business first. Jamaica, you hear Andrew just talk a while ago, he might build world-class things that can last for longer than those old colonial bridges and roads have lasted. It would be a foolish set of people, to make PNP come back and take over this country and wreck it again, Mark Golding don't have nothing for offer to Jamaica people. Nothing whatsoever. Just another power-hungry man. Do not put this man before for no interest. You hear me I say to you, no for the people, me see you take on Michael Phillips the other day about the road. Stop voting for these politicians who are holding the down, especially in the garrison. All them 13 PNP garrison there. We just show our go on. These people don't develop their garrisons. It's time for to look out for yourself and on a family. All the politicians them will almost lose their seat, but them did manage to hang on by a thread. Vote them out. Be a part of the prosperity of Jamaica. Whole heap of opportunity there. Whole heap of opportunity there. For on better on yourself and better on a family. Mark Golding has nothing to offer. If you don't notice, in spite of everything that Kamala offered, and even though she had many things that were in the interest of the people, and even though already people are complaining about changes to come and changes already taking effect, the people decide to stick together. Jamaica black poor people, stick together for the sake of your family. Go talk to people who vote for JLP and ask them what's so good about JLP. Why the more sensible people in Jamaica follow JLP? Because we know better. A time for enough for the PNP come over. Me see the poverty pan too many of you. Me see the downtrodden behavior pan too many of you. See them a care gospel music now go play for you. Or stop it, make politicians stop falling up. The prosperity is here right now. Take advantage of it. We know that there's a lot to cover, but listen, man, keep tuning into the Steady Show. Go in the comments and let me know what you think right now. Like, share, and subscribe. Steady.